Today I am so excited, Natalie, because we will be talking about healthy, strong fats.
So I have to tell you, as soon as you say fats, I go into, what do you mean healthy fats? Like, all I know is to avoid eating fat. Like, that's in our system. What's a healthy fat?
And that's so funny because so many of my clients over the years, and especially females, think fats make you fat.
Yes.
But in reality, certain fats, strong fats, can make you lean, and they're going to feed your muscle and fuel your metabolism.
Awesome.
For instance, in the 1940s, this is really funny, a group of farmers started feeding their cattle coconut oil because they wanted to fatten them up and make a lot more beef faster. And the cattle got long and lean and had more energy. And so now they've done all these studies that coconut oil has medium chain triglycerides in it, and it's a kind of fat that our bodies really like to use for fuel.
How awesome. So what are examples
Isn't
of
that
healthy
awesome?
fats?
Okay, so healthy fats, avocados, and think of this, this is nature's fat. This is a good, even coconuts. If you think of healthy fats, you can often think of things that come from the earth. So you have coconuts, you have all your nuts, you have your pecans, almonds, sunflower seeds, you have peanuts, you have cashews, you have macadamia nuts. Oh, macadamia nut oil, delicious if you've never tried that. Olives and olive oil. Everyone knows how great olive oil is for you. And just even raw olives, amazing. I took a trip once to Italy and people just pop them
Like snacks.
before a
great.
meal. Dark chocolate, one of my favorites. I often have a square dark chocolate at night as my little sweet.
So talking about dark chocolate as an example, how much chocolate is a good amount of chocolate to have? I mean, like, I doubt that having this whole bar
No, you
every
probably
day
don't
would be
want this
good
whole
for
bar.
me.
But what's interesting about this, because this is 80% dark chocolate and minimal ingredients, you have your cocoa butter, your cocoa, your vanilla. I could take a couple squares of this and be so satisfied. You just feel it melt on your tongue, and it's delicious and satisfying. And they've even done studies that it is more satisfying, and people can be totally content with just an ounce of dark chocolate, and then they end up actually eating less overall. And the nice thing about it is that you can have like an ounce of dark chocolate a day and it won't even make a difference in your waistline.
Well, that's exciting.
So I think that it's really good to know, and sometimes I often will put a little piece in my freezer because I notice that when it's a frozen dark chocolate, it takes
That's
a little
a good
bit longer
idea.
to linger over as well. But you'll notice when you start eating strong fats, they don't set you up for binging or eating more. Whereas if you think of a not so strong fat, maybe a basket of French fries, it's kind of hard to stop. Once you start eating that kind of greasy French fry, for some reason your body goes into this zone and you're not really present with it, and you just start eating it like a bag of chips, where it's really hard to do that with a nice square dark chocolate or with a nice slice of avocado.
Let's give it a shot.
Right?
Okay.
So for instance, here's a great one, the Twinkie versus the avocado. So hey, you grab an avocado as well. We're going to cut into our avocados.
Right, let's do it.
And these are great knives, Natalie. And we're going to show you just how beautiful and succulent these are. I love this. My son Timothy, 1-year-old, eats avocados just right. I mean, look at that. Aren't those beautiful? It's green, it's beautiful, it's vibrant. Look at the contrast of the colors. Yeah, look at the two of them. Now, can we even cut into a Twinkie? This is a good, well, yeah, you can cut through
It
it.
looks like a smush.
It looks like a smushy, yucky.
I'm gonna do it.
Ugh. And even just looking at the two things
harder than
together. Now, again, ingredients, avocado. What is an avocado? It's an avocado. Twinkies, let's read the back of the box of the Twinkies. There are so many ingredients in here I can't even
What's the first
pronounce them.
ingredient?
The
of a
first
Twinkie?
ingredient is enriched bleached wheat flour, and then you go into all of your sugars, and then you go into your fats, which are partially hydrogenated vegetable and or animal shortening, soybean, cottonseed, canola oil, beef fat, dextrose, sodium acid, I can't even pronounce the ingredients. So really, when you're thinking about strong fats, think about those things that really fuel you, that make you feel delicious and alive.
So just give me a sense of proportions. So if I took an avocado, this actually does look really good.
This looks really
right?
good.
And
Yeah,
so
here's a spoon.
is
It's
this,
not a dish in
let's
here.
dig in.
Now,
Okay, let's do it. We'll
what
try
I
it.
will often do is I will cut, well, I don't want to use the same knife I just used for the Twinkie, but I will cut a couple slivers like this and put
Like a wedge.
it on my sandwich,
Okay.
A lot of times one of my favorite things to do.
I'm just gonna eat it from here.
Yeah, just eat it from there. That's what my son does. A lot of times I'll make little wedges like this, and I just love how they peel off too. And I'll put it on a piece of toast, and I'll add some cracked pepper and salt with it, or I'll
You just keep
add
talking.
some
I'll keep
tomatoes.
eating.
You just keep eating, and I just feel like look at how easy it is to. It's gorgeous. So
And one of the things that I heard you talk about before is when you eat more of these healthy fats, that maybe what you start doing by adding this good habit to your life is you
doing what
stop
you do.
eating some of the other stuff that maybe isn't good for you, and
Yes.
it doesn't feel like punishment.
Exactly. Once you have those healthier things in your life, there's no reason for you to go back to eating the unhealthy stuff. And you know, they
See,
say
it's
this,
too good. You have
it's
to eat
too
it
good.
too
I know.
now.
I have to have a bite now. And I liked the way you're doing it with the spoon.
It's such a good snack.
It really
it's like
is.
creamy, you know, ice
And you
cream
could do
dough.
that. I was just going to say, you could do that over ice cream. Isn't that
Yeah,
amazing?
that'd be great.
And again, you can't, how could you just down a couple avocados? You would
Yeah.
eat like a nice half of an avocado
little
and
bit.
feel great, where a pint of ice cream could be gone
Very
easily
quickly.
while you're, sitting on the couch.
One of the things that I love to think about is this idea that you have of adding these little things into our daily life. So what's our challenge
Okay,
for today?
so your challenge for today is to add a healthy fat at every meal, or at least one meal. You know, start slowly. Don't feel like you have to do it at every meal. But for instance, the avocado toast, some cracked pepper, maybe a drizzle of olive oil. Use some olive oil to cook your eggs in the morning. When you're at lunch, add some avocado to your salad. Add some raw almonds to your daily snack. Have some nut butter on a piece of toast for your breakfast or your
sounds
snack.
tasty.
Delicious, right? Add some nut butter to one of your smoothies. Use some coconut oil when you're cooking a stir fry. I mean, my husband and I often do that, which is great. You can even add just a teaspoon of coconut oil to a smoothie as well, or mix it with one of your yogurts, with your Greek yogurt. You'll have a square dark chocolate for dessert instead of a cookie or anything that's processed. Just savor it on your tongue and just feel how delicious and amazing it is. Even some good grass-fed butter. You know, one little pat of good grass-fed butter is going to last you. Again, you're going to feel satisfied, and it's going to feel you're going to feel fuller.
I love it. So a little bit of healthy fat somewhere today. That's great.